Hi everybody, welcome back to Healing with Love. Today we're going to be working on Reiki for deprogramming. And this is deprogramming limited belief systems, going as far as past lives, as far as childhood, as far as now, as far as in the future, because time is not linear. Now before we begin, I ask that you accept this Reiki from Marisela Mendoza, out loud or in your head. I would like you to drink a glass of water and have it with you, because water is a conduit to energy and it'll help you receive the energy that I am sending out. Okay? I'm going to begin with a little distance Reiki. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to clear out your energetic field, and this video is going to be a two-part video. It's all going to be the same video, but I might break it in half, I might not. The first part is going to be the crystals, and the second part is going to be sacred geometry. So if I don't separate it, I will have the timestamps below, because the sacred geometry is a 30-day process. As with, all deprogrammings, it takes about 30 days for us to recycle the cells, the patterns in us, to really, that's why rehab is 30 days. It takes some work, takes some time to really reprogram and refocus. Okay? We carry many programs in our subconscious mind and in our DNA from past and present and future timelines. We know that time is not linear. We heal now, and it reaches us every point in time and space and beyond. So we're going to start with petrified wood. This is great for connecting with our ancestors. So we want to thank our ancestors and ourselves for getting us this far. We accept all our gifts and strengths and talents and release all the fears and weaknesses and failures. Okay? The subconscious mind is not critical or judgmental. It doesn't analyze reason. It simply gathers the data and then asks according to the conditioned programming instructions and messages it receives. So, it's just playing things back at you, almost, in a filtration system of yourself. Okay, we're going to go with tourmaline to protect us, clear out any negative energy, along with selenite. A limited belief system to me is anything that you believe that will limit your ability to expand and grow. So, this can be religious programming, it can be parental programming, such as living up to their expectations, or taking on their life, or them wanting to live vicariously through you. This is your life, not theirs. Yes, they gave you the gift of life, and what do you do with the gift? You use it. It's not theirs, it's yours. This is also school programming, the programming that we received in school that didn't ever sit well in our stomachs, right? Peer programming, what your kids the kids in school told you, right? Past life programming. And while we're working on this, I'm going to pull out Pneumite, because Pneumite is for removing limited belief systems. It's really the only stone I recommend for this, aside from selenite. And you don't really need any. You could use the other ones, but this is the one I recommend, Pneumite. So what else? Past life programmings, what we bring into this life. You have an irrational fear of flying or irrational fears. That comes from your past life. We want to release that so we can really thrive in this life. Okay? What else? Astrology, numerology, tarot. Yes, this is what I do. But I don't let it limit. I take everything with a grain of salt. What resonates, I take. What doesn't resonate, I leave. And a lot of people get fixed on, astrology. They are great tools for expanding our awareness and understanding ourselves and others. But they also limit us. So let's say you don't get along with, one Scorpio hurt you. Now you think all Scorpios are like that. And now you're limiting a vast amount of people because you don't like Scorpios. Everybody is different. And that limited belief system is what creates your reality. So now you are creating that. You are creating all Scorpios or a-holes, okay? So we need to use them as tools for growth. And whenever it begins to limit us, we need to shift it and change the channel. We don't need to stay stuck on it. If it doesn't work, push it away. Okay? Musical programming. What lyrics are you repeating daily? What songs do you play over and over? There's a song by the Smiths called Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now. And when I used to get depressed, I used to listen to that song over and over. And what did it do? It made me even more depressed. Subconsciously, I was always miserable, and I didn't know. I love the song. It's a great song, but I shouldn't have been listening to that in the state I was in. So I highly recommend, yes, depressing songs are great to kind of let it out and cry it out, but be careful especially if you are a manifester. Words are spells. You are creating your reality with these songs that you are singing loudly, okay? Now, let's pull rose quartz out for this one, because we're going to get to the programming of our own programming. Here are some examples of our own programming. Let's say, anytime you put I am in front of something, so, I am stupid or something like that, or, I don't want to use I am for examples below because we're going to be watching this over and over and I don't want you repeating that mantra, but, saying things like that, like you'll always be behind in your career, or you'll always be alone, or, all men are dogs, or, nobody ever cares about your feelings. You keep repeating these things over because they've happened a couple times or more than a couple times, but that's because we're manifesting that. So anytime you start thinking a negative thought, think of a positive thought, even if it's just a silly thought, even if it's a true thought. The sky is blue, unicorns are real, whatever. Replace it, overwrite it. So we are overwriting like a computer. You are like this computer that we are overwriting all this stuff, okay? And a lot of the programming comes from other people's beliefs. So you believe what other people tell you. Take the flat earth theory, for example. The point is not to believe in the flat earth, but to not be closed off to the possibility. When we open our third eye, we see into all various dimensions where a possible flat earth does exist. I know a lot of people have actually experienced this through meditation. So by you saying that's not possible, science, 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 there's a song that I always quote when people say science says, and it's by Coldplay, and it says, questions of science, science in progress, do not speak as loud as my heart. Because subconscious limited beliefs will sabotage our growth because it's uncomfortable, and it doesn't want to change. Fear, it doesn't want to change. Fear is a major reason why we stay stuck in limited beliefs. Fear of being a fool for possibly believing something wrong, fear of the wrath of God, fear of family, fear of friends disowning us, fear of being alone. You're never alone, by the way. So we want to take all that. We want to start loving ourselves. I want to take away the fear. Okay? No more fear. Let's work on that chakra, that root chakra that is responsible for the fear. Let's clear that out. Okay? No more fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. I've said this many times. If there's a fire and there's something you love in that fire, you're going to run in and try to save what you love, right? Because fear is not a factor when love is the most powerful force in the universe, okay? Now, I forgot to include the biggest form of programming, and that is television programming. That is why TV programming is called TV programming. Millions of frames per second coming at you at high speed, programming you on a deep subconscious level. So when your third eye begins to open, you see just how much TV actually programs you. Because when your third eye does open, everything slows down to the nanosecond, and you're actually able to see the subliminal messages that come through on television. So I highly recommend staying away from television during this deprogramming process. I'm going to run through some crystals real quick, okay? And we're going to do bloodstone. Helps us connect to our ancestral memories to bring into the light for transmutation. It's great for connecting in the dream state, okay? Amethyst and pointed quartz or amethyst is good to clear the ancestral line. So anything you have in your DNA that is from your past lives, that is in the ancestry, we want to clear that out, okay? Okay, we're going to pull out emerald for love. The emerald tablets help remove negative thoughts and what ifs. You know, what if this is the right path? What if it's not the right path? What if, there is a God? What if there isn't a God? This allows you to connect to your heart center, and your heart center will tell you the truth. I don't know why it doesn't zoom, it doesn't focus. Okay, so we want to work on that heart center. Aquamarine releases any type of grief that we may be holding on that may be stopping us. Okay? It helps us to communicate. Prehnite and rhodochrosite, a nice combination, two beautiful stones. Okay? Helps relieve depression and negative repeating thought patterns that play in our head. This allows you to change the channel. Sometimes, those repeating thought patterns that I was saying, when you say to yourself you're dumb, or you're never going to be anything, or you're a loser, or this or that, this will stop that pattern, that broken record, okay? It'll help ease you. It'll help you to love yourself. Look in the mirror, okay? Positive affirmations. 3 times a day, 3 times. Look in the mirror and say, I love you 3 times, and that's it. That's all you need to do. On a subconscious level, your DNA it'll absorb in your subconscious, okay? You might not feel it in 1 day, but I promise you, after the 30 days, you will feel it, okay? Moving on to morganite. This is for self-love, and it's okay to be alone. We're told we need to be married by a certain age. We need to have kids. We need to do this. We need to do that. We can't get divorced. It's sin. It's okay to let go. It's okay to be alone. Okay? It's okay. Dioptise, one of my favorites. Forgiveness of ourselves and others and past lives. We bring a lot of distrust and grudges and things from past lives into this life. This is letting it go. Letting go of the karmic ties. Letting go of the thought of karma. Let it go. You choose if you want to return. There's no cycle that says you must. You choose. You make the choice if you want to come down and work on things. You're not forced to. We make the choice, okay? This is a choice. This is a choice. This life is a choice. And finally, we do a little Shitakite and Malachite. Gives us the courage to let go and move forward and learn from our past, as to not repeat, it helps us break the cycle. Okay? All right. Now, ways to deprogram: quantum hypnosis. If you can watch videos online to help you when you sleep, binaural beats, quantum hypnosis to help you release any limited beliefs, reprogram. Retreat in nature. If you can do a 30-day retreat in nature or spend more time outdoors for 30 days, step outside every day. Give gratitude. Saltwater cleanses on the body are great to relieve excess energy that is not yours when we pick up other people's energy. Surround yourself with positive affirmations. So I highly suggest printing out affirmations, sticky notes, put them everywhere you go in your house for 30 days. So that is all you see in your car, on your bathroom window, next to the television, because the peripheral vision will pick it up. Even if you're just watching television, your peripheral vision is going to pick up whatever it says on the side of the television right there, without you even thinking about it. Okay? We talked about the mirror affirmations 3 times daily. I release anything that will impede my success, health, happiness, and soul's growth into the holy white light of love. And of course, Reiki, crystals, crystal therapy, they all help you to let go. And the best one that I believe is great for deprogramming is sacred geometry. Now, crop circles, we know sacred geometry patterns through crop circles. They are messages from our higher selves and our future ancestors. Time is not linear. We are creating those patterns by the energy that we are emitting, and it's reflecting back at us and saying, yes, I saw you. So as above, so below. It goes out and it comes back in, it shoots back, and it's a constant fluctuation. Okay? So, crop circles, they're messages from our higher selves, sending us encoded messages that our DNA encodes just by looking at the pattern, okay? So that pattern then begins to unlock our DNA to its highest potential. Now, we're going to start with sacred geometry. And the following images have an effect on your subconscious mind, okay? Let me just get a little more comfortable here so my legs don't fall asleep. Now, the vivid hologram will reach you deep down in your subconscious. Okay, as deep as you can go in your subconscious mind. That's how deep this will reach you. Okay? And the silver side contains an energetic code that will unlock the codons in your DNA strand. Okay? So, we can take 3 deep breaths again. Here we go. Okay, so we are going to begin with third wave. Third wave makes you aware of your decision to be here on Earth. Accept who you are on this earth, and your strength will increase. So if you are a healer, a light worker, an artist, a musician, a dancer, embrace it. Transition. The energy of transition radiates trust and prepares you for new times. Every challenge dissolves old issues and simultaneously creates new possibilities. Contact. The energy of contact allows you to feel that all doors to your inner source will open when you surrender like water and go with the flow. Let your strength lead you, and you will find your own way. Communication. The energy of communication makes you aware that you're able to communicate with your body, thus understanding the signals and solving its discomfort. The energy brings your body and your spirit in deeper contact with each other. Mind, body, spirit, guys. Surrender. The energy of surrender helps you focus on your heart and your feelings. Surrender is necessary to let go of old patterns and prevent you from opening up your heart. Surrender makes your fear vanish. Yeah, it's like waving that little white flag, right? I surrender, and you're safe. You're safe. You can surrender. There's no more battle, no more war. You're done with that. Okay? Illusion. The energy of illusion makes you aware that you can only find safety within. Stop clutching at straws. Desperation for enlightenment only leads to delusional certainties. The truth is a process of evolution. It is constantly changing and requires patience. Yes, so definitely one many need to work on is the spiritual journey is not for the ego. So when you're coming from a space of ego, wanting to gain special powers and do all that, that is from ego, not from heart. Integration. The energy of integration helps you integrate and apply new truths in your daily life. The energy makes you aware that you are responsible for your own actions. Integration. Integrate your past, your present, your masculine, your feminine. Integrate it. Enlightenment. The energy of enlightenment helps you realize that you are already a being of light. You are the personification of strength and divinity. Wisdom. The energy of wisdom centers you in your body, granting access to your own inner wisdom. Accept the challenge of asking questions of your own inner source. So meditate. Write down what comes through. Connection. The energy of connection helps you join your heart with your higher self. Listen to this inner wisdom. The only one who can sincerely influence you is you. Loyalty. The energy of loyalty helps you remain true to yourself. Sometimes this means being disloyal to someone else, maybe even to a family or a good friend. Once you have learned how to do that, you can be loyal through and through without forgetting yourself. Yes, you cannot give from an empty cup. Openness. The energy of openness helps you take an honest look at yourself. Quite often we have all sorts of saboteurs working against us at a subconscious level, thus preventing us from feeling what truly occupies us. The energy helps us recognize this and experience ourselves at a deeper level. Intention. Oh, it's all about intention, guys. The energy of intention helps you confirm your choices. Trust the choices you make, knowing they are simply the best for you. Duality, that's one a lot of us are working on. You know, the energy of duality helps you feel at peace with your own inner duality. It helps you live in balance and oneness. and harmony so that you may continue your path in a cosmic consciousness. It helps you discover life through enjoyment and play, everything in moderation. Balance the energy, and it's almost like creating the Holy Trinity, right? And then bring it all together, okay? Balance. The energy of balance helps you recognize yourself. If you are true to your feelings, if you recognize your own truth, nothing will be able to disturb your balance. Yes, mind, body, spirit, guys, balance. Healing. Energy helps you heal yourself first. This energy will help you heal yourself first, guys. You cannot give from an empty cup. After which, you can heal all around you. Forgiveness. It's one a lot of us work on. The energy of forgiveness helps you find the strength to forgive yourself and others for whatever judgments you pose upon yourself and them. Forgive yourself because you always act based on the knowledge you have at a certain moment in time. You really can do no wrong, you know. Forgiveness shows you that there is nothing to forgive. That is very powerful to know. I'm almost reminded of, Lord, forgive them, they know not what they do, in a sense, you know. You are already forgiven. Frequency. The energy of frequency helps you remain within your own energy. Quite often we conform ourselves to others, thus raising or lowering ourselves to a frequency that isn't ours. By proclaiming your truth with love, you will start the process. You will start processes that may influence others. More unity will be visible. Little lizard just went by. Emergence, the cocoon. The energy of emergence helps you leave your cocoon for good without feelings of doubt and insecurity, so that you can spread your wings and show who you really are, like the caterpillar transforming into the butterfly. It's time to fly. Time shift. Energy reminds you that you have more experiences behind you than ahead of you. Time seems to be speeding up since 2012. This energy helps you let go of the feeling that there is not enough time for many things. There is plenty of time when you're capable of approaching life as a game. You never have to play the victim again because you chose those choices, right? So you're not the victim. Approach life with a wink, because synchronicity is a wink from the universe letting you know that you're on the right path. All right, my leg's falling asleep here. Okay. Continuing on. Confirmation. The energy of confirmation tells us that our consciousness is developing rapidly. Everything we think is actually confirmed. If we think or live based on fear, the fear will indeed be confirmed. Signs are confirmation from the universe. Release. The energy of release reveals the real you and takes away your prejudices about yourself and others. By altering your thought patterns, your brain triggers your DNA to further develop itself. Let go of things that no longer serve you, and new doors will open. Yes, like spiritual hoarding. Get rid of stuff, guys. Recognition. The energy of recognition helps you take a different look at yourself. We often have a lot of self-criticism, which influences our self-esteem in a negative way. There's often a barrier to doing what we really, really wish to do. So recognize yourself. Recognize others as divine beings within that they are. They're just in another form, different vibration, same source. Okay? They are part of the circle of life. They are a part of the flower of life. Blueprint. We all have our blueprint, our own program that we bring with us to this life on earth in order to become fully balanced. We will have to return to our most basic program so that we can follow the right path all the way from scratch. The energy of blueprint helps you clean your programs and delete what no longer suits you and what no longer serves a higher purpose. Freedom. The energy of freedom helps us reach our own freedom. We often search for freedom outside of ourselves, which causes us to feel locked up and stuck. Freedom has nothing to do with the circumstances surrounding us. It's an emotion we can only find within ourselves. Remembrance. The energy of remembrance helps you reach your inner knowing, which is where your real strength is. We often think that we are not capable of doing something or think we're not ready to do something. Realize that all strength is already inside you and that you only need to remember. Gratitude. The energy of gratitude helps us remember to be grateful for everything that happens in our lives, for we have created it ourselves for our own personal growth. We chose this adventure. Every experience, every heartache, every person, everything, we chose this. Intuition. The energy of intuition helps you transform your deepest emotions and insecurities into power and self-confidence. Follow that gut. Empowerment. The energy of empowerment reminds you of the fact that you are powerful beyond measure. Do not hide behind fears, for you have endless capacities. Instead, embrace them and be all that you are. Abundance. Everything we need in our lives is here on earth and has been created for us in abundance. Most of us are afraid to accept this. Fear, prejudice, and lack of confidence keeps us from seeing and experiencing true abundance. The energy of abundance helps you recognize that you already have everything you need to fulfill your dreams and live your life with passion, no matter how ambitious you are. The universe rewards the grateful and passionate heart. So follow your passions. Have confidence. The energy of confidence stimulates you to make your choices based on your level of confidence. Everything happens for a reason. You should feel confident knowing that you cannot make any bad choices. The choices you make merely determine the length of the road ahead of you toward reaching your goal in this lifetime. Booyah. You can do it. Guilt. When you are in balance with your true self, you will make intuitive decisions. And when you act in your own best interest, other people might feel disappointed or threatened if they don't understand you. This can result in guilty feelings. Feeling guilty prevents you from truly surrendering and choosing your own path. The energy of guilt helps you acknowledge that feeling guilty serves no purpose, not for you nor anyone else. Don't feel guilty for growing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It's for the highest good. And finally, passion. Know that you are able to create anything you want. You determine what your future looks like. You can turn your dream to reality when you create it out of passion, without fear, and most of all from the heart. The energy of passion will help you reach your passion and realize that you are capable of anything if it is done with passion and heart. Like I said, the universe rewards the passionate and grateful heart. That is it, guys. I'm going to close this out by filling all those spaces in your body, in your auric field, with a little bit of love and rose gold light. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to go on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for all of you in this experience and this life, and the good, the bad, you know. I'm grateful for it. I hope you are too. I'm sending you so much love, so you know just how loved you are. I am love. You are love. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste, everybody.